This is BA Games. This is our second game, Forges of Ravenshire. This is a dice worker placement game about being a blacksmith in the town of Ravenshire. You're all a bunch of these cute woodland animal blacksmiths. You're all trying to compete to become the next Forge Master. The way that you're going to do that is you're going to collect the most gold and reputation over the 4 seasons or the full year of the game, and the person with the most is going to win. You're going to collect gold by producing contracts, which we have over here, a bunch of different weapons and armor that you will pick up throughout the course of the game and try to fulfill the orders. So the game, each season, is split into 2 phases. We have our gathering and our production. On your gathering phase, each player is going to roll these 3 dice. Then they are going to take one by one in a circle. They're going to then send a worker into town. When you send a worker into town, you're going to gather the resources based off of the number. So you can see here at this Darkwood Forest, you get 3 wood and a dragon scale, which is a special resource here. So I'd gain 3 wood into my supply, which is then marked on my main tableau here. So I'd go 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to pull a worker back. When I pull a worker back, it can be any dice that isn't the one that I just placed. So I can pull this 1, I can pull this 6 over here, whatever I'd like to do. I'm going to pull this green 2 from the mountains. When I do, I'm going to gather the resources again on my main tableau, but then I'm going to take this green dice and I'm going to send him back to the forge. When I do that, I'm going to send him to the correct guild that matches the color. We have our alchemists, which are orange, green, which is our hunters, and purple, which is our merchants. Every time I bring a green dice back, I'm then going to do a little bit of engine building and gather all the resources below him from top to bottom. Over the course of the game, you can buy more guild members. So all these guys have a little gold cost. Every time I go to the guild hall, I can buy a guild member. So we have this guy can collect leather, this guy can collect a resource of your choice, there's leather and wood, and so this will then slot into your different parts of your board, making your actions more efficient and trying to build up resources from season to season. Now, once everyone has done that 3 times, so we have our 3 dice that we've completed, everyone's pushed and pulled and gotten their resources, ran their guilds, you then move to the production phase of the season. When you move to production, you're going to take your 3 dice and you are going to socket them into different parts of your board here. So we have our 3 dice. Different numbers will again provide different resources, just like in the town of Ravenshire. So up here we have all of our special actions. We have our forge, which is where we can turn wood into charcoal and charcoal and ore into steel. And what I mean by that is we're trying to complete contracts. So this is a recipe requirement here. So this is 10 steel, 4 wood, 7 leather, and 2 mithril. The problem is this is the only place that produces steel in Ravenshire. So there's no way for me to get 10 steel over the course of 6 dice, because the push and the pull, I'd only have 6 steel. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to gather my charcoal and ore and then spend them together to produce steel, plus whatever bonus I get from having a dice there. So I'm sending a worker to then go produce the steel so I can have enough to fulfill the contract. When you fulfill a contract, you're going to tuck it into the side of your board and you're going to gather the reward. This anvil means reputation. So I would move, let's see, I'm red player here, I would move up 1, 2, 3, 4. And at the end of the game, I will get 6 extra coins added to my score. Now you can add these resource requirements to then provide additional rewards. So we have like our mithril here. If you add 2 mithril and a charcoal, you're going to get an additional reputation. If you add 2 ember gems and a charcoal, you're going to gain 5 gold. Reputation again, score at the end of the game. 1 is gold that you can use to buy guild members or to perform certain actions. There's a lot of different strategies, like which one's better and how to kind of go about that. Producing a bunch of small contracts, going for the big contracts, going for high reputation, low reputation. A lot of different strategies to go through the game, but that is the gameplay loop. At the end of the season, you're going to check for objectives, and these are going to be like goals or victory conditions. So, for example, if I produced 5 armors, I'm going to gain 8 gold immediately, and then the next person to do that would then get 4. if we both produced 5 armors in the same season, we would both get 8 points, and anyone else in a latter season is going to gain 4. That is going to be the switch over to the season, and these 3 dice that you use during your production are now your new starting dice. You do the gathering production all over again, and you do that 4 times, and that's it.